Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Musa, Mr. Maka, and Miss Sona. Guys, good to see you. Maka, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Musa, how are you?
Hello,
I'm
teacher.
fine, thank you for asking.
Hi, Defna. Musa, you like your hair a lot, right? You always play with your hair, you know that?
Yeah,
Hmm?
it's like my habit.
Yeah, it's a kind of habit, I think. Before, when I was at your age, I don't know, always I used to touch my lips, always doing like this. And some teachers remember this. And after a few years, like maybe 10 or 12 years, I met with one of my high school teachers in Istanbul. Okay. And when I just met, and naturally, again, my finger actually went to my finger. I was just touching my finger like this and said, "Oh, Qasim, still you are doing that for like 15 years?" It's a kind of habit. Even I think after 20 years or 30 years, in case Musa, if I see some people, all right, if I see the touching the hair, then I remember, he must be Musa. Okay. You are so unique, always playing your hair. Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Today, now again, we are going to continue solving these questions, but again, I'm going to ask you some questions to see your level, how much you can do. So we have 4 questions. They are related to speed. Okay, speed and radar ratio. Maka, how is your physics at school? Do you have physics class?
Yes.
Okay. Are you good in physics?
Yes, I like physics.
Okay. How do you find the average speed?
V equal to S. Um,
The
Can I?
average speed. What is average speed?
average speed is V1 plus V2.
No, 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 that's not correct.
Uh,
What is it? You want to say something? What is average speed? How do you
Yes.
find average speed?
We find the average speed by adding up all the speed and dividing it to time. So like the amount of places we went and the time. So
Average average destination divided by average time.
You mean
just
no?
destination, no, the amount of kilometers you went divided by time. That's it.
Sona, what do you think? How do you calculate the average speed if you are given, like, for example, I mean, let's say you are moving from town A to town B, for example, at a certain speed, from town B to town C, for example, certain speed, town C to town D, it is certain speed. The distance here is, it is D1, and here D2, and let's say this one is D3. And you actually travel from A to B at the speed of S1, kilometers per hour. From B to C, S2. C to D, it is S3. Now the question is, what is the average speed? Let me just write here. What is the average speed? Let's say this S. How do you calculate this?
Average destination divided by time.
No.
Mm.
Sona, are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Final distance
You're the
divided
left. You
by
didn't say anything. Tell me, how do you calculate the average speed here?
Do we multiply and divide by time?
No,
final
we just
distance.
get like D1 plus D2 plus D3 divided by S1
Final
plus S2 plus S3.
final distance
Okay.
divided by time, because like
No,
Oh,
guys,
yeah, distance divided by
average
time.
average speed is, look, it is the total distance traveled over the total time taken to travel those distances. Now
I was
from here, for this actual T1, here D1 plus D2 plus D3, right? Over, what is T1? T1 is D1 over S1. And what is T2? It is D2 over S2. And what is T3? It is D3 over S3. That is how we calculate the average speed. But sometimes students get confused, okay? When I ask average speed, they just add this S1 plus S2 plus S3 and divide by 3. That is wrong, okay? And that is the definition is the average speed. It is the total distance traveled over the total time taken. And what is time? How do you calculate the time? Time is distance traveled over average speed, right? And it makes sense because here, okay, from A to B, the distance is D1, your speed is S1, right? And what is the important thing here is the time you spend is important, right? And how much time did you spend to travel this distance? And that's why the total distance over total time taken, that gives us the average speed. Anyway, guys, I'm going to ask you 4 questions. They are not difficult questions, but they are not also easy questions. Okay, you need to think, keep a piece of paper. For each question, you're going to have 4 minutes. And for each question, if you answer correctly, you get 25 points, okay, correctly. If not, it is 0. And let's see if we can get 100. The first question is this. If you have seen, if you have solved before, it is good, all right, but do it again. Write your answer to the chat box, okay? First, if Maka, can you read the question? Then we will start solving this.
Yes, I can read.
Read it. Read it,
I
Maka.
read the question. Two candles of the same height are lit at the same time. Each candle burns at constant rate, and the first candle takes 5 hours, while the second candle takes 4 hours to burn completely. Find the time in hours taken for the height of the first candle to be 4 times that of the second candle.
Did you understand the question, Maka?
Yes, I need to think.
Okay, we are given 2 candles and their burning rates are different. The first candle takes 5 hours to burn completely, but the second candle takes 4 hours. The question is, find the time in hours taken for the height of the first candle to be 4 times that of the second candle. Okay, you have, guys, 4 minutes. After that, we will discuss together, okay? Thank you. 10 seconds left. Definitely, what did you get?
Teacher, I couldn't find it in ours yet
Why not?
because I forgot that the 60 minutes in an hour. So I did it in the wrong way.
Okay. Musa, how about you?
I'm close. I'm like, how to say, solving this. I found the formula in what way I should do it, and now I'm solving it. Like, the, there's remain one or two steps.
Okay. Maka, did you get any answer?
No, I didn't get.
Sona Mirzaeva, how about you? Okay, guys, one more minute, okay? And after that, we'll see.
Okay, thank you.
90 more seconds. Musa, did you get anything?
Yeah. Like, I had, like, strange number, like 0.234, etc.
Okay. Okay, guys, let's do it together. Oh, that's a little bit challenging question, Musa, but still, it's not so actually complicated. Just you need to think in a systematic way. Here, suppose that actually here two candles of the same height, right? So what height is it? We don't know. So it can be anything. And suppose that the height of the candle is, let's say this H, that is 1 unit. Maybe 1 centimeter, maybe 1 meter, maybe 1 kilometer, doesn't matter. Okay, 1 unit, whatever it is, I'm just taking it as 1 unit. Okay, because here it's not given that means you can just use any number as a height of this candle. And everything will be related to this one. Okay, so the question says that the first candle takes 5 hours, right? What does it mean? Actually, the height, we know that actually again, the height is equal to what? It is rate times burning time, right? It is burning rate times time. So now from here, the first one, height is equal to 1. And time, it is 5 hours, so that's equal to 5 times R, right? So what is the rate here then? The rate is equal to 1 over 5. What is it? Let's say 1 meter. Okay, doesn't matter. Let me just call this as 1 meter per hour. That means that every hour, actually, 1/5 of the candle is burning. So after 5 hours, it will be burned completely. For the second candle, it is 1 meter, right? And the rate is 4 times the rate is, let's say, lowercase r. And maybe actually for this, the first one, I need to use lowercase because it's burning slowly. The second one is a bit faster. Let's say it's capital R. From here, what is the burning rate of the second candle? It is 1 over 4 time 1 over 4 meter per hour. Now in the question, okay, it says that each candle burns at a constant rate, and the first candle takes 5 hours, while the second candle takes 4 hours to burn completely. Find the time in hours taken for the height of the first candle to be 4 times that of the second candle. Okay, suppose that after T hours, actually here it burns this much, it comes to here. Okay, this one is burned already after T hours. Okay, and the second one actually is burning a bit faster, right? After T hours, it will be this much. Okay, it will be only this much will be burned. Okay, so it says that in 4 hours taken for the height of the first candle to be 4 times that of the second candle. So that means that if the height of this one is x, right, and this one, it should be, what is it? 1 minus x. Oh, what? Wait. If this one is the remaining height of the candle is x, it says that 4 times. So this one should be 4x. And the total height of the candle is 1, right? The burned part, then it will be 1 minus 4x because the total height is 1. And how about the second one? It will be 1 minus x, right? So again, I'm going to use this one again. What is it? It's just rate times time. It's like distance equals speed times time formula, right? Very similar. So what is 1 minus 4x? From the first one, 1 minus 4x, that's a burned part. That's equal to time times rate, right? And what is its rate? The first candle's rate is 1 over 5. And how long did it burn? For T hours. And how about the second one? Burned part is 1 minus x. And what is the burning rate? That is 1 over 4. How long did it burn? Actually T, right? Because they are burning for the same amount of time. That's it. Now from here, we need to find time. How can I do that? From the first one, I can find x. What is x? X equals 1 minus T over 4. And substitute into the second equation, 1 minus 4 times. What is x? X is 1 minus T over 4. On the right-hand side, we have T over 5. So on the left-hand side, 1 minus 4, that's equal to minus 3. Minus is plus. 4 times T over 4, that's equal to T. That's equal to T over 5. Or if you solve this, T minus T over 5, is equal to, take negative 3 to the right hand side, that's equal to 3. Or let me continue from here, t minus t over 5, that's equal to 4 over 5t. And here we have 3, or t is equal to 15 over 4 hours, which is equal to 3 and 3 over 4 hours, which means that it takes how many hours? 3 hours, and 60 over 5, it is 4, it is 15. 3 times 15, that's equal to 45 minutes. Okay. What is it? That means that if these two candles are burning at this rate, or let's say the first candle burns completely in 5 hours, the second one in 4 hours, and after 3 hours and 45 minutes, the ratio of the remaining heights will be 4 to 1. Maka, did you understand?
Yes, I did.
Musa, any questions?
I'm thinking.
How about ladies, Sona and Defna?
I don't have any question. Teacher, do you realize that we have been just spending our like half of an hour on one simple question? Not simple, but like single.
What? Say again?
We have been wasting our like half hour just for this question.
Wasting? It's not wasting. Why did you say this wasting?
No, not like wasting, but just we have been on this question for like half an hour. But the test, we will only need to do this in like 5 or like top 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's not about the quantity, that is the quality is, I think, more important. It just solve like 20 questions in 1 hour, and again, you just forget. But instead, on one question, brainstorming, and maybe you can learn a lot of stuff. And sometimes just on one question, we can learn a lot of things. Because here, this question is involving like it's a rate problem and the equation, and after that, I don't know, a lot of stuff. Do you really understand? If you understand this question, you can solve a lot of problems. Yeah, sometimes solving one word problem, it's worth like solving maybe 20 questions or 30 questions. And here, what we are doing here is brainstorming. As I don't know, until a certain level, you expect every question to be solved so quickly in 1 or 2 steps. Actually, it's not like that. As you grow up, as you move actually towards higher level of studies, questions are not solved in 1 or 2 steps. That's why step by step, we need to develop our thinking methods so that we can make connections between 2, 3, 4, 5 more things. Anyway, that's it. That's also one famous problem. Okay, the simple, but I don't know why. When I ask this question to a lot of students, even they don't understand, or if they understand, they cannot solve it. The idea is simple again. We are just using this, what is it? Z is equal to x times y. We are just using this equation again. And here just actually this one is, what is it? The height, and this one is the rate, and this one is the time. Depends on the context. Another question, that's also interesting question. It's also about rates. Musa, read the question.
A container is filled with 56 liters of pineapple juice. 8 liters of pineapple juice are extracted and the container is refilled with mango juice. The, the content of the container is solidly mixed and 8 liters of the mixture are then extended and the container is again refilled with mango juice. What is the rate of mango juice to pineapple juice in the final mixture?
Okay, it's like, I don't know, maybe you are working in a kind of juice company and you want to make some different taste of juice. A container is filled with 56 liters of pineapple juice. Right here, first we are talking about this container, and that is 56 liters, and that's the whole thing is pineapple juice. Okay, and 8 liters of pineapple juice are extracted. that means taken out, right? And the container is filled with mango juice. Okay. First, here we have 56 liters of pineapple juice. Okay, that's the first one. And the second one says the content of the container is thoroughly mixed, and the 8 liters of the mixture are then extracted, and the containers again refilled with mango juice. Okay. What is the ratio of mango juice to pineapple juice in the final mixture? All right. So here, actually, in the first case, right, 56 liters, right? In the first case, I have 56 liters of, what is it? Pineapple juice. Let's say pineapple juice. All right. And the second one is we are just extracting 8 liters of pineapple juice, and the container is refilled with mango juice. So that means that now in the second case, in the container, we have 48 liters of pineapple juice plus 8 liters of mango juice. I said pineapple juice, and maybe I need to write pineapple juice, and mango juice. Okay. And the content of the container is thoroughly mixed, and the 8 liters of mixture are then extracted, right? And the containers again refilled with mango juice. What is the ratio of mango juice and to pineapple juice in the final mixture? Okay, here, that means that here, what is the ratio? That is pineapple juice, let's say pineapple juice to mango juice. In the second one, it is 48 to 8, right? Because 48 liters of pineapple juice, 8 liters of mango juice. So that is 6 to 1. Okay. So now it says that we are just mixing this well, right? It's a thoroughly mixed, completely mixed, and the 8 liters of the mixture are then extracted. So now if we just take 8 liters of out, right? How many liters of pineapple and how many liters mango juice are extracted? That means that since it is 6 to 1, right? In the third case, actually 8 liters, I'm just going to find the amount of mango juice and the amount of pineapple juice in this. So since here we have 6 to 1, right? The ratio, that means that 6 plus 1p, right? That's equal to 8. That means that out of this 8 liters, right, this pineapple juice, what is it? It is 6 out of 7, right? Times 8, that's equal to 48 over 7 liters. Actually, this much, what is it? This 8 liters of mixture contains this much pineapple juice, And the remaining one is, what is it? Mango juice. That is just 1, because 6 to 1, right? It is 1 over 7 times 8. That's equal to 8 over 7 liters of mango juice. Okay, until here. Is it clear, Musa?
P is for what? P stands for what?
P for pineapple juice.
No, like in the set, like 6 plus 1 multiplied by P.
Even you don't have to write this one, because here 8 liters, right? The ratios are 6 to 1. That means that 1 out of 7, it is, what is it? Mango juice. 6 out of 7, that is pineapple juice. Right. In the ratio of pineapple to mango juice is 48 to 8. That means it's 6 to 1, right? So now if we just get 8 liters of mixture from the container, and I just wonder, this 8 liters of mixture contains how much pineapple juice and how much mango juice. And since we mix them well and they are in the ratio 6 to 1, that means that 6 out of 7 times 8, that is pineapple juice. And 1 out of 7, what is it? In 8 liters, that is mango juice. As you see here, if you mix, again, we are talking about 8 liters. Okay, so now again, if it is so, in the last one, let me just change the color here. Okay, now here we have 56 liters, right? And now I'm adding here 8 liters more mango juice. So now in the final one, all right, here 8 liters, we just took this out, right? Again, I'm adding, in the last part it says, and the 8 liters of the mixture and then extracted, the containers again refilled with mango juice. Okay, so here we had 48 liters of pineapple juice, and this much is taken out. So how much pineapple juice left here? It is 48 minus 48 over 7, right? And how about mango juice left? Here, mango juice, it was 8 minus, in the mixture, it contains this much mango juice. So here we have 8 over 7, okay? And after that, I am adding more mango juice, and plus I'm adding more mango juice. So how much? 8. The question is, what is the ratio of mango juice to pineapple juice in the final mixture? So that means that the ratio of this one to this one. So let's say this mango to pineapple in the final one. And if you just simplify this, that is 16 minus 8 over 7 over, and here we have 48 minus 48 over 7. And if you multiply numerator and denominator by 7, here we have 7 times 16 minus 8 over 7 times 48 minus 48. So which is equal to, we can just simplify this, that is, what is it? 7 times 16 minus 8 over 7 times 48 minus 48. So that's equal to 13 to 36. That is the ratio of mango juice to pineapple juice in the final mixture. And of course, guys, here, maybe you're just listening, but you need to try this question once again, because these are a little bit, challenging questions. And without thinking, without writing down, you cannot actually solve these problems, or you cannot understand this. If you have any questions, any part, if you didn't understand, you may ask. Otherwise, we will move to another question. Maka, do you have any questions?
No, I'm thinking about this question again.
That is a real life question, especially if you're working in some kind of juice company or something. That is how they make it, right? And when they are making coffee or some kind of juice, right? And they have to add some concentrates to water or something. How do you balance, for example? That's why I need to add them in certain ratio to produce some taste. Anyway, here we have just 2-3 steps. That's why you should understand what we mean by actually we are mixing very well. And after that, extracting 8 liters of mixture. What do we mean by, for example? Okay, so you should understand this stuff. And I really suggest you, okay, now close this and read the question. Try to understand first and solve it. Can you do it or not? If you can do, that means that you really understand. Again, this kind of questions, Musa, instead of solving the standard type questions, it's really a thought-provoking question. You have to think, you have to understand, you are just pushing yourself to the limits. And it teaches you a lot of stuff. Anyway, let's move to another question. It's about, again, similar question, but a little bit different question. Maka, read the question.
Okay. 12 men take 6 hours to finish a piece of work. After the 12 men have worked for 1 hour, the contractor decides to call in 8 more men so that the work can be completed earlier. How many more hours will 20 men take to complete the remaining work?
Musa, did you understand the question?
I don't know. I'm thinking about.
Here, immediately, if you don't understand, you have to just actually, instead of a piece of work, do something. For example, let's say this piece of work, what can it be? Maybe painting a house, right? Or maybe carrying some chairs from outside to your classrooms. Or it may be, for example, what is it? It may be planting some kind of trees, It can be anything, all right? Just imagine something. Maybe you have to carry a lot of chairs to the rooms, for example. Anyway, so we have some kind of job. Let's say it's W. It should be done. So 6 hours, it says 12 men take 6 hours to finish a piece of work. After the 12 men have worked for 1 hour, the contractor decides to call in 8 more men so that the work can be completed earlier. How many more hours would 20 men take to complete the remaining work? Anyway, guys, let's do this together. Okay. So again, that is the similar question to the candle question or distance, speed, time problems. Okay. So you can just actually, you can do actually imagine like a, for example, what is it? A water tank. All right. And these people, 12 men, are working. That means that they have to fill this tank with water, and everybody is carrying the same amount of water in pails. Okay. So let's say the work to be done here is, it is W. All right. So this 12 men take 6 hours to finish a piece of work. That means that here the number of people, right? And the rate is, let's say it is R. So this work is equal to, we have 12 times time is 6 hours, right? And here we have, what is it? Let's say the rate is R. In 1 hour, the amount of work that one person can do this R, and here we have 12 people. That's equal to 12 times R. Okay, so they can actually do the whole job. Again, this one is time. That is the rate of the people, whatever it is. Let's say, for example, if they are carrying chairs from outside to the classrooms, let's say in 1 hour, the rate is, let's say in 1 hour, they can carry 20 chairs, for example. That's the rate. Now here we are, 20 people are working together. Okay. So from here, what is the rate of one guy here? Actually, rate is here, rate is equal to W is over 72. That means that if only one person works, he can do the whole job in 72 hours, right? Yeah, that's a rate of one person. Anyway, after the 12 men have worked for 1 hour, right? After 1 hour, how much work can they do? Actually, 1/6 of the work, right? Because 12 people, they can do the job in 6 hours. In 1 hour, how much work can they do? It is just W over 6. They can actually complete this part of the job. So now they have to complete this W, right? After 1 hour, that means that this part of the job is done, but it's not completed yet. And now 8 more people join the group. So now here we have how many people are working? It is 20. So here we have 20, right? And times, here we have, they work, let's say, how many hours does it take? Let's say it is T. Okay. No, 20 people and time, right? And also here rates, that is R, right? Because that is 20 people, each one working rate is R, and time taken to complete the job, if 20 people work together, it is T. Okay, so that is our equation. That's the most important step here. All right, that part is already done, and this should be done in how many hours, the remaining parts. So from here, what is R? From here, R is equal to W over 72, right? So now I can just write it as W over 6 plus 20 times T times, what is R? It is W over 72. Now W, it's a common factor, right? And take this to the left-hand side. 1 minus 1 over 6, that's equal to 5 over 6, is equal to, here we have 20 over 72 times T. Now from here, what is T? T equals 5 over 6 times 72 over 20, which is equal to 72 over 6, that's equal to 12, and 20 over 5, that's equal to 4. So that's equal to 3. So that means that the question is, how many more hours would 20 men take to complete the remaining work? It takes only 3 more hours. to complete the work. Musa, did you get anything?
Yeah, I'm just about to say.
But this is not so complicated question. Yeah? It's about just work, okay? And 12 people are working, and every person has a certain rate. And usually in this kind of questions, people work at the same rate, and that's it. Okay. All right, that's the last question, and we will see. Maka, can you read the question?
Yes. Ahmed and Kumar together can paint a house in 12 days. Kumar and Karim together can complete the same job in 15 days, while Ahmed and Karim together will take 20 days to paint the same house. How many days will it take Ahmed, Kumar, and Karim to complete this job together?
Okay. Guys, again, in this question, all right, the painting house means we have certain area of the walls, right? And what is the area? Let's say they're going to paint this one, some people together. And let's say the area is maybe let's say meter squared. All right. So now we are talking about how many people. Here we have Ahmed, Kumar, and Karim, right? And everybody has their certain rate, right? Because, for example, it says that Ahmed and Kumar together can paint the house in 12 days. But here they are not saying that they are working at the same rate, because maybe Ahmed is younger here, he works slowly. Kumar is adult and experienced, he works faster, right? We don't know the rates. So now that's why here we are talking about Ahmed and Kumar and what is it, Karim. Okay, and let's say the Ahmad's rate is R1. Karim's rate is, Kumar's rate is R2, Kumar, and Karim's rate is, let's say, R3. Again, what do we mean by R1? Actually, R1 means actually the unit is meters squared per hour. That means that this Ahmad, he can paint R1 meters squared of the wall in 1 hour. This is what we mean by rate, right? Kumar, he can paint R2 meters squared of the wall in 1 hour. And Karim also the same. Okay. So that means that now let's do this together. Here, that means that I can just write this capital A, okay, for Ahmad, if he works alone, let's say he can paint the whole house in T1 days. That is T1 times R1. And how about Kumar? If he works alone, maybe it takes T2 days, and his working rate is R2. And the third guy, what is it, Karim? It takes T3 days actually to paint the whole house. Now in the question, it says that Ahmed and Kumar can paint a house in 12 days. What does it mean? If they work together, right? That means that in 1 hour, then they can paint R1 plus R2 because they are combining their work, right? So that means the number one is Ahmed and Kumar together can paint the house in 12 days. That means that the area that should be painted is, let's say, A, time is 12, right? And the rates are R1 plus R2. Ahmed and Kumar, that is R1 plus R2, because they are working together. It's like two cars are moving towards each other, right? If I ask you at what speed they are approaching each other, so we need to add their speed. And also here people are working together, that means that they can work much faster, right? So we need to add their rates. And Kumar and Karim together can complete the same job in 15 days. So again, the same job, right? They can complete in 15 days if they combine their workforce. That's Kumar and Karim. So that is R2 plus R3. Okay. And while it says that Ahmad and Karim together will take 20 days to paint the same house. So that means that Ahmad and Karim, Ahmad's rate is R1. So there's 20 days, right? 20. Ahmad's rate is R1 and Karim's rate is R3. The question is how many days? Now the question is How many days will it take Ahmad, Kumar, and Karim to complete the same job together? That means that if they work together, combining all of the workforce, how long does it take? Let's say this takes 3 days, and if they work together means R1 plus R2 plus R3. So the question is, what is T? So we have to find this T from here. Okay. So now how can I find this? As you see here from the first one, let me change the color here. Okay. From the first equation, I can find R1 plus R2. That's equal to A over 12. From the second one, we can find R2 plus R3. That's equal to A over 15. From the last one, we can find R1 plus R3. That's equal to A over 20. Now, if we just add side by side, add all the left-hand sides, R1, R1, R2, R2, R3, R3, we have 2, right? So that's equal to 2 times R1 plus R2 plus R3. On the right-hand side, we have A over 12 plus A over 15 plus A over 20. Okay. So what we have to find here? We need to find actually T, right? What is T here? T is equal to A over R1 plus R2 plus R3. So now I can just write it as 2 times R1 plus R2 plus R3. And on the right-hand side, A is the common factor. And if you just simplify the fraction, the common denominator is 60. The first one is 5, right? It's 5. The second one I should multiply by 4. Third one by 3. Now from here, just cross multiply, right? So here we have A over R1 plus R2 plus R3 is equal to what? 2 times 60 over 5 plus 4 plus 3, that's equal to 12, which is equal to 10, which is equal to actually this T. So that means that if they all work together, they can complete the job in just 10 days. The answer is 10 days. Musa, any questions?
No,
Did you understand everything?
I'm trying.
What I'm doing here is, Musa, it's not complicated, but it's a little bit long. We don't have any very short way. Okay, because we are talking about 3 people, and here we have 3 different conditions, right? You have to write it down, and after that, and get the conclusion. Musa, last time you shared some questions from that Singa, and are those questions that you couldn't solve, or you just screenshot all the questions and send it to me? Among those questions, is there any question that you tried but you couldn't solve?
Yeah, like some of them I did, but some of them I couldn't understand.
Okay, I have just prepared, but I was going to discuss. Maybe we can see those questions next time. Questions are not difficult, but here again, in those kind of questions, especially this Singapore syllabus, okay, they involve a lot of word problems. You should understand the problem. Why they ask this kind of questions? To improve your understanding skill. In real life, a lot of times people read, but they don't understand. They listen, but they don't understand. Why? Because they cannot make connections. And that's why, to improve the skill, actually they prepare these kind of questions. So you have to read and you have to understand, what do they mean? And if you don't understand, of course, you cannot solve the question. Okay. Guys, thank you very much. Actually, I have to finish now because now we need to practice these questions, but I don't want to start it now. Maybe I will start next time. So next time we will practice this 2016. And Musa, did you ask these questions or new questions? What did you ask in the, what's up?
Like the latest, like before this.
Are you asking for some more questions to practice?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Maybe I'll send you one, okay?
Okay.
All right. thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. I will see you next Monday.
Thank you too. Goodbye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye, my friend.